Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Rich.
I'm Lorna.
Name of the channel is Rich the Return Rider. So today, guys, what we're doing is a pretty chilly day here in Florida. We was gonna go out for a ride, but instead we decided to do kind of what we call here parking lot practice. Decided to set some tennis balls out that was cut in half. Place them about 15 feet apart. Try to get her used to the bike swerving back and forth. Sometimes out on rides, I could feel the way she's holding on, like she's not quite comfortable at times with what I'm doing. So guys, trying to be in sync here as we're riding two up to get her a little bit more comfortable with some of the maneuvers that I'll be doing. Prefer to practice it here than be surprised out in the streets. So one of the first things we did here on the video, guys, is we did some emergency braking so she can get used to that feeling, as I'm braking. We did some U-turns, we did some stops and some turns, just so she can get used to it. How am I doing?
You're doing good. I mean, the first time just going out before, it was like I was just sitting back relaxing, like if I was in, my living room, right? Didn't realize I had to hold on and, when he's doing the turns and stuff. So yes, he did feel my body moving around when we're out in the road. But here, as he explained to me when he's doing these turns, to hold on and look over, his shoulder right if he's going right, turn my head left if he's going left. So, I think I did really well with that.
Yeah. Well, what we did, guys, is we sat down and we watched a couple of videos. We did Robert Simmons did a video with Two Up. Jerry Palladino also did a video with Two Up. I just want her to be aware, as one person was explaining, we both have to play a part in riding this motorcycle. The thing about it is, I'm going to be, I guess, what I'll call the pilot. She needs to be the navigator. But guys, we need to be, why I think this is important is, again, when you're out riding, I don't want her to have any surprises if something runs out and I got to try to stop. I remember when we were in Tennessee, as we were going through the mountains and the traffic backed up and I was starting to ride a little slow. She started questioning why I was doing that. And basically it was just, again, trying to maneuver the bike in a way where I didn't have to stop in the mountains, put my foot down and start back over. So again, guys, everything done in this video is to get her as comfortable as on the bike as I am becoming comfortable and as I'm learning the motorcycle.
Well, how do you think I did?
You did great. And the reason I thought this was important, again, was because I can feel when we were out last time riding, as I was making turns, I can feel you counterbalancing while I was going one direction. And I wanted us to be more in sync, as we get out and we do these rides.
I guess it's like dancing.
It's like dancing.
Okay.
The old three-step.
There you go.
All right, guys. Anyway, guys, again, the responsibility of riding these motorcycles, as we got our loved ones and so forth on the back, the more we practice these maneuvers, we hope that becomes part of the safety. And that's what this channel is based on, me getting back into riding. I appreciate her coming along and doing, and experiencing this journey with me. So my priority right now is to try to keep it as safe as possible, so she can be as safe as possible, so we can be as safe as possible.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, again, Rich the Return Rider. For all of you guys that's here for the first time, thanks for tuning in. For all you guys that's return viewers, I appreciate you coming back. For all you guys that have subscribed to the channel, I appreciate your support. For all you guys that haven't yet subscribed, guys, subscribe to the channel so we can continue to bring you more of this content as we get into this journey of riding as safe as we possibly can. Again, guys, I don't care what you ride, get out there, do these practices. As a matter of fact, this weekend I'm scheduled to do the Robert Simmons Paying It Forward practice in Pooler, Georgia. We're going to try to bring you some footage, as we do that. Rich and Lorna. Anyway, guys, so what you're looking at here is I took some tennis balls I bought from Walmart. I cut them in half. I got some red and green tennis balls at the end of each strip here, so I have a reference when I turn my head and eyes to look in the direction of. I am not looking down at the tennis balls, but I am using them for a reference as I turn my head, as kind of a pivot point. So again here, guys, what we're going to be doing is what we call the single serpentine, something to get you used to swinging and swaying the motorcycle. Again, in the Robert Simmons paying it forward, guys, that would be exercise 1 that I'm doing there, coming to a smooth stop. And again, something that I have to work on along with emergency braking. I still have the tendency from time to time to grab that front brake. Okay, so now we're going to have Lorna on the motorcycle. I'm going to give her the same instructions that I gave to Marco. Again, we're going to get her used to the motorcycle swaying from side to side. The tennis balls are set probably about 15 feet apart. And here what we're looking at, guys, is we're going to be doing some emergency braking. Or, again, bring the motorcycle to a smooth stop. As you can see there, I still struggle with that technique. Look like I got a handful of front brakes there. I know at this point I owe Robert Simmons probably at least 10 push-ups there. So, at the end of the driveway, guys, what I'm doing, I'm not coming to a complete stop, but I am doing slow roll left and right turns. So what you're looking at here now is me coming down the driveway, and what would be, I guess, exercise 2, the slow ride. A little bit of rear brake to control the motorcycle, keeping the clutch in the friction zone and riding as slow as I can. I remember doing that in the Tennessee mountains as we were up in traffic and so forth, and Lorna had a little concern as to why I was going so slow, and so again, guys, trying to get her used to all these maneuvers that we'll be encountering while I'm on the streets, so she's not concerned or alarmed about any of these things that I'm doing. Here again, single serpentine, tennis balls cut in half, 15 feet apart, and right into a stop. Probably a little smoother stop than I did in the previous one. And from the stop right into a left-hand U-turn. And actually a complete turn right back into a stop. The view that we got here, guys, is coming from the back of my truck. Insta360 x2 camera. Again, this camera is pretty awesome, guys, but it takes a lot of getting used to. The zoom I'm not a big fan of. It seems like when I zoom out, and I don't know, it might be operator error. If any of you guys that have any opinions on, first of all, any of the maneuvers here that I'm doing, if you see something that I'm doing wrong or something that can assist me in doing it better, feel free to comment in the comments below. I always welcome constructive criticism. But yeah, guys, I don't know if you saw it there, but as we were going down the driveway with the Insta360 camera, I guess that's what they refer to as stitching with the 360, the 2 lens kind of combining there, but it gave you kind of a double vision. And as you can see from a distance there, guys, we also have a pretty blurred view as I go about in the roundabout in the cul-de-sac. Here again, we have that double vision with a little bit of a blur. So again, guys, struggling in the stop. The right foot went down, also with the left foot, which definitely meant that I grabbed some front brakes there. I'm probably up to about 20 push-ups or so now. So again, something that I have to work on. Yeah, guys, and the roundabout in the cul-de-sac, the first time I went out, I did a left-hand U-turn. This time I'm going to do a right U-turn. And that cul-de-sac is pretty much a sandy surface, so try to keep the bike as upright as I possibly can. Again, not trying to avoid the surfaces that we might also encounter while we're on the streets. Just trying to get used to them. Okay, probably a little better stop there, but also if you guys could see, the left foot came down way before the bike came to a stop. Again, that's a no-no, so it's something that I need to practice on a lot more. I seem to be able to do it a little bit more comfortable when I'm not riding too up. So guys, what I'm doing here now before we wrap this thing up is take an opportunity to Again, get a little bit of practice in on my own. I can push the limits a little bit more now that it's just me on the bike. I'll probably make a little bit of a tighter turn. And you know, I got in practice for this weekend, guys. Like I did say, I'm going to be at the Robert Simmons Paying It Forward practice session in Pooler, Georgia. I think he might be up to like 37 now on those practice sessions. And take my grandson Jamarco with me, and you know, we're going to try to bring you guys some videos and some content from doing that practice. I'm excited about it. And here we are, guys, just trying to push the limits a little bit as far as leaning the motorcycle. Again, you know, we wouldn't be attempting some of the tighter maneuvers. The Honda Goldwing does not offer the best drop protection bars like the Harleys and so forth does. So anyway, guys, have a happy new year. Thanks for tuning in. Rich the Return Rider, out.